Hi, I am Michael, and I am the founder of CaseHub. And for the past 5 months, I have been this man's worst nightmare. His name is Patrick, and his job is to represent Britain's least favorite industry, private parking firms. But why am I Patrick's worst nightmare? It's because CaseHub crowdsources legal battles. We make it easy for consumers to band together and claim reparation. And our first case is against Patrick's parking companies. These firms have wrongly harmed millions of drivers and owe hundreds of millions in reparation. But the problem is, going to court is so expensive that nobody can afford to prove it. But that's where I come in. I have 2 first-class law degrees from Cambridge, and before university, I spent 6 years building online games that were played by millions, and sold those games to American companies. Now, that's a rare combination of skills, but I'm also lucky, because 2 years ago, this business would have been impossible. In 2013, archaic restrictions that have been enforced for centuries were relaxed. For the first time in English history, law firms and third parties can easily finance legal battles for a financial return. And the economic opportunity is huge. Let's introduce CaseHub. We do 3 things. 1, we find high-value legal battles that affect large groups of consumers. 2nd, we find those consumers. And 3rd, we fund the legal process by offering law firms or external investors a percentage of the case's payout. And importantly, we take 10% for each win. Our first case is called Challenge the Fine. It's suing many of Patrick's parking companies for harassment and abusive behavior. And you may have heard of it, because the media loves it. But one thing you wouldn't know is that it is already worth £21 million. And if it wins, CaseHub takes over £2 million. And the more people who join, the bigger the payout becomes. Since October, we have mobilized 21,000 claimants. And 40,000 people are on the mailing list for updates. We may get paid like a litigation funder, but we have an acquisition engine that rivals the best consumer startups. On Facebook, it costs 70 pence to acquire a user who potentially returns £100 to CaseHub. This is why we're Patrick's worst nightmare. Thanks to CaseHub, Challenge the Fine stands to be the largest consumer court battle in English legal history. Barristers are competing to run the case because this is the stuff that makes careers. What I'm offering today is not the chance to finance a specific case, but the chance to buy into CaseHub, the management company, and gain a slice out of all of the cases we'll fight in the future. We're raising £500,000 for an equity stake in CaseHub. And with it, we'll do 2 things. 1, we'll strengthen our acquisition engine. And 2, we'll build a portfolio of cases that unlock bigger payouts. And there are plenty to choose from. To give you some perspective, PPI was the result of a single case in the High Court and has so far paid out £20 billion. We are going to make a lot of money. But we're also building an enduring institution for justice in the UK. And we would love your help. Thank you.